Sam yelled action. Action, we're live, all right. Hello, Treasure Lake. Happy 4th of July. And happy 250th anniversary to our great nation. It is such an exciting time. We have had an amazing week so far, whole lot of activities. I got to give it up for the staff, the volunteers, and the work campers. So you may or may not know this, but the work camper agreement is 24 hours. And if you start doing the math and you're like, I've seen that person here, they've been here for more than 24 hours. So a lot of them come back and volunteer their time. And we couldn't do what we do without our staff, our work campers, and people that just step up and volunteer. So again, huge shout out. Thank you so much for that. As usual, I've got a list of updates, and then I'll open it up to some questions. And I've got a lot of updates, and I may miss something. And if I do, and you know that we should update on it, give me a shout out and we'll make sure we update on it. But total membership, 6,725 total members. Memberships in Vault, 775. Sales year to date, we're at 141 sales year to date, and 87 of those have been referrals from owners. 23 have been visitors from our RV show booths. And just a reminder, 250 memberships at $1,250 each in celebration of America's 250th anniversary. And referrals that buy a membership will receive a $200 check. So if you refer somebody and they end up buying a membership, you get a $200 check. Financials, January through April financials have been posted to the website. Total revenue is $28.3 thousand better than budget. Cost of sales is down at $9.6 thousand and expenses are down $6.6 thousand. Our net revenue or bottom line is $47.1K better than budget. So, yeah. We do expect May financials to be posted early next week. And then after that, we're back on track. So then we can, the goal is by the 15th of every month to get those out. Storage did drop by 1%. We're 99% full with 3 open spots and 62 on our waiting list. So if you're on that waiting list, don't miss that phone call. And a reminder about that, if we call you and say, hey, we've got a spot available, and you say, I'm not interested at this moment, you will be removed from that list until January, but you can rejoin that list on January. So if you've been contacted and you're looking at the list and you're like, oh, my name isn't on the list anymore, that's the reason why. So in January, just get your name back on that list. Tickets open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And we've recently added contracts with Dolly Stampede, Titanic, Wonderworks, Taylor Reed, and Todd Oliver. Church services begin Sundays, 9 a.m. If you would like to preach during a Treasure Lake Sunday service, please reach out to Annie. You can email her. Her email is activities@tlresort.com. And then, of course, our 4th of July activities. Let me get to that real quick. There it is. So today we started the day off with Coffee Club. Had a really good turnout. We solved most of the world's problems. And then we've got our 9 a.m. Daily photo challenge, so you can find that on Facebook. There's been a photo challenge each day. 9 a.m. also there's pickleball open play. We're currently in Meet the Manager, and Poker Run starts at 12. We also did a flag raising this morning, and some people have asked me, like, why wasn't that promoted more? So we had an owner yesterday go, hey, I would like to play the bugle. We'd like to raise the flag. You guys don't have to do anything. We just think it would be something nice that we can do for the park. So we said, absolutely. So we got it out on Facebook right away, but that was the reason for not a lot of communication about that. As I said, Poker Run at 12 p.m. and then 5 p.m. we're doing our time capsule down at the pavilion. So Annie's got us a big chest. There's going to be a sheet that we can write messages on. You can write messages on a card. You can also put stuff in there, memorabilia, and we'll be opening that in 5 years. So it'll be locked and stored in the activities room. And then at 7 p.m., Casey Hackney and Eastern Heights will be playing. Casey Hackney here and Eastern Heights down at the pavilion. And then our fireworks show is slated to begin at 9:30 p.m. And then directly after fireworks, we've got our bonfire and s'mores and our night swim. So a lot of exciting things happening right after the fireworks. We've also this year changed things up a little bit. Parking has always been a challenge because our park really fills up during this time. And leaving has always been a bit of a headache after the fireworks. So last year we added a night swim. That helped a lot. The other thing we've done is over by the disc golf course, we've added 2 culverts and added a parking area there. So that parking opens at 10 a.m. We'll also be running a shuttle starting at 10 a.m. Our stops are going to be in front of the lodge, right over here on the back side of this building, and then at Main Laundry and at the parking area that I just mentioned, so over there by the disc golf course. So we'll be running those shuttles from 10 a.m. until after the fireworks and after nobody else needs a ride. So if you'd like to park down there, you can, and we'll shuttle you up here. There's also going to be some parking that is handicap parking, basically around the pool and around the clubhouse, and then up here by the lodge is all handicap. The middle section of this is open to anybody, but the spaces that butt right up against the clubhouse and the pool are going to be handicapped. All right, let's see if I missed anything. We're doing what we did last year with ice cream as well, so we'll be open for ice cream directly after the fireworks for an hour, right, Sam? For an hour after the fireworks. So we are not doing cakes and pie a la mode stuff, just ice cream sundaes and things. And then our menu did change a little bit for our R&R. We've got sandwiches, burgers, sides, kids meals, and desserts. Lunch is from 12 to 3, and then dinner service is 4 to 9, and then just ice cream after the fireworks. We also have 3 food trucks that'll be down here. They are getting started at 3 p.m. They'll be open. So, and we've got 3 options down there, kind of a concession stand, Flat Creek, and then we have a kettle corn truck as well. So there are some people that set up some chairs like right where the food truck is going to be. If you're watching this or if you're in here, we're going to move those chairs that they already have so that the food trucks can access that area. Snack Shack too. Snack Shack is open, yes. And it's open the same hours as the pool. Are we extending hours at the night swim? No night swim concessions, only during the regular hours of the pool. All right. Again, we're in blackout until the end of today, and our festivities are not open to the public. Guests of owners are permitted but must be accompanied by an owner. And then we'll do what we did last year. There'll be kind of a checkpoint before the guard shack to turn people away so we don't congest the gate. Tomorrow, right now we currently have on our roll around 250 people leaving the park tomorrow. One of the challenges has been keeping this gate open so that we don't have traffic backed up all the way to phase 1. We're adding a couple of fast lanes on Sunday to make sure that traffic keeps moving. There is a bit of a change though. In the past, if you wanted your deposit back for your key, the room key or your gate card, you could get it at the guard shack. This year we've changed that slightly. You can still get a refund, but it's going to be credited to your account. We're not going to give you cash right there. If you would like your refund back in cash or back on your card, you just need to go to the Welcome Center. But we'll have a couple officers out there quickly checking people out. That allows us to update the live map accurately and quickly. Oh my goodness. That was a close one. And also keep that line moving. That's kind of our goal. 250th anniversary t-shirts are available downstairs. We've ordered them multiple times. They are going quick. As you can tell, you look out in this crowd and there's a bunch of people wearing them. We are out of, what sizes did you say? We're out of large and extra large. We've got a lot of youth shirts. Everybody go buy your kid 3 youth shirts, okay? They're great quality. They can be used for school when school starts, so. Occupancy, RV nights year to date are up by 2% and rentals are up by 1%. We've been looking at a 5-day rolling average as we kind of work through these past couple of weeks. We did see an increase a week early than we normally would, up as much by 18% on some days than we did last year. So we've been keeping a close eye on that. The 5-day rolling RV average right now is currently 3% higher than last year. And at close of business yesterday, we had 563 RVs on site. Yeah. And our teams worked really hard this year to make sure that there's site selection and parking is easier. So a lot of effort went into that, and I've been hearing good things. Snack Shack, again, is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and hours will match the outdoor pool, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Road striping project was completed on our main roads. And then I do have an update on the mini golf situation. So when we initially contracted for the work was planned to be completed by June 12th. However, due to weather conditions and the need to have a 40-hour dry time before the adhesive could be applied, the project was pushed past its original project timing. Maintenance crews are working with the contractor to ensure this project was completed as soon as possible. Earlier in the week, we were notified that there was a shortage of material. A meeting was held with the company's owner, and after it was discovered that the material order for this project fell well below what was needed for completion, the additional cost was going to be over $7,500. After negotiating with the owner of the company, they agreed to finish the project at no additional cost. Since the material must be ordered from out of state, we are anticipating project completion middle to late July. So the total allowable project was $11,940. And this initially was bid off of a bid that was done last year, and I didn't catch it, the contractor didn't catch it, and that's kind of where we got in this situation. Now, I was not happy that we found out at the very end, past the project date, that we didn't have enough material. But the original scope was $11,940, and the total project cost ended up being $20,000, and we're not paying a dime over that $11,000. So I was very happy, not happy with the delay, but I do commend getting forward on going above and beyond to make it right. That was a huge thing they did to make sure that even though there's mistakes made on both sides, that's going to be completed and it doesn't cost treasure like anything else. So I want to thank them for that. TL trailer sale. Bids were reviewed last night, and the winners are, drum roll, for TL2, the Pioneer, Janet Alspach with a winning bid of $7,500, and for the TL3, the Starwood, Troy Johansson with a winning bid of $5,000. Congratulations to our winning bidders. Don't forget, you can provide feedback and report maintenance issues using the QR codes. Those QR codes are found throughout the park. We've got some of them on A-frame signs, and then also some at the exits and in cabins. So if you see something, say something. You can also go to our homepage, scroll down, and click the QR code. It'll bring up the same page, and you've got two options. Tell us how we're doing, where we're doing well, and what we can improve on, and then also submit a maintenance request if you see something that needs to be fixed. Board election, it's that time of year again. Treasure Lake will have 2 board spots in the next election. If you're interested in serving on the board, please pick up a candidate packet. They're available to be picked up from me at the Welcome Center and are due back to me August 27th by 5 p.m. To be included on the ballot, packets must be turned in and include 25 signatures of members in good standing as defined by the bylaws. And our next regularly scheduled board meeting is July 18th, 3 p.m. in the clubhouse. And again, stop a staff today and tell them thank you. Today, for many of our staff, started at 7 a.m. and will end at about 1:30 a.m. So it's a long day, but we're so happy to be here, and it's been a great couple of weeks. Operationally, much smoother than last year. So that's all the updates that I have, and I'll take any questions. Oh, real quick, there's actually a shuttle drop-off map over there if you want to grab it on your way out. They're also posted online on Facebook as well. All right, now we'll open it to questions. Going once, going twice. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, ma'am.
I did not have a question, but I want to say that there was a couple that power washed the lodge last week or so. They did an excellent job. They came up and spent about 3 hours. That is Steve and Cindy Horning, and remember her name because it will be coming up on the ballot for the vote.
Yeah, huge thank you. And she's red. Yes, sir.
Hi. I try and stay out of a lot of the political stuff that goes on down here, but I've seen a lot of comments and people asking about the back-to-back memberships. Can you clarify to any of us that aren't familiar with how that works and what the current status is on that?
Yeah, so I know that we're going to have an update coming soon. The board has been meeting about it over the past week. And that's really all the information that I have right now. Again, that's really not an operational question. That's more of a board level question. So I would encourage you to shoot an email to the board if you have any specific questions on it. And then, of course, you can attend a board meeting as well.
Okay,
Yep.
I was curious if the memberships that were still available for sale, if anybody could buy one of those and then still use that.
As of right now, we've paused the back-to-back, and more information will be coming soon. Yeah.
We've got a friend back in Oklahoma that was wanting more information on the work campers, so where can I get more information for them?
Yeah, so they can email hr@tlresort.com. There's also an application on our website as well. They can also come in and talk to Tammy or myself at any time.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. And it's go ahead. Sorry. 24 hours a week is.
Stephen, I was curious on the putt-putt golf course and the Gaga ball, was that already figured in to the budget this year, or is that something that we had to pull from somewhere else? And if so, where did it come from as far as money?
Yeah, so that's a great question, because if you notice on the budget, in the past, a lot of capital improvements were on the operational budget. And typically in an organization, you have an operational budget and then you have a capital expenditures budget, and they're really two separate things. So this year, we approved the operational budget, and then using parts of the long-term plan and then other things that owners had brought up to the board, we've approved parts of the capital expenditure budget. So, and that was something that was approved. So it's outside of the operating budget. Luckily, when we look at our budget, like last year, we ended better than we had projected, and that's all money that can be used for capital expenditures. The other thing that's used is when you guys make a donation and you say, I want this to be used for capital expenditures, that is earmarked for capital expenditures on our balance sheet and held there. And then when we use it, we draw from that. So does that answer your question? Okay. Same thing with like site repairs when we pour concrete for new sites. Anything that would end up as a capital expenditure on our balance sheet is part of that CapEx budget. Yes, ma'am.
Are there any plans to get new equipment in the exercise room? Because most of it does not work.
Yeah, that's been a topic of conversation for sure. I know that let's see. We had somebody donate a holder for the barbells because that was broken. And we've also looked at, I'm looking at the wrong person, sorry. And we've also looked at replacing the treadmill in there as well. So it's in the works. I haven't gotten approval to buy any of that equipment as of yet, but.
Shout out to Troy and the maintenance team, getting the mowing done, getting the weed eating done. We've asked for some supplies to help with the activities, outside stuff, work camping, laundry supplies down there. They're wonderful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Give it up for maintenance. Woo! Ryan, yeah. Ryan and his entire team, has done great. We kept up with tows, very few issues this year, so.
Stephen, do you have an update on the path lighting?
Say,
Path lighting?
yeah, I actually took that off my update because I'm repeating the same thing every week. So initially, we were looking at types of uplighting and things that we could do. We decided to do with try a 4x4 post with a solar light. We started with a high one, and then we ended up checking out a lower one. And then that same owner that was on the long-term planning committee actually went out and bought some uplighting and put it up over here so we could take a look at how it looks. There's some, Upsides of that, it costs a little bit more. There's some, downsides of that, it costs a little bit more. But upside, you're not replacing batteries every 2 years and things like that. So it's still being considered right now. Once everybody kind of takes a look at it, we'll decide what the next steps are. But that's a project that's being talked about constantly. So, yep. We'll be excited to get that done. Anybody seen the uplighting yet over there? Positive thoughts? Yeah. The trail lighting. And that's actually like low voltage wire. It's hardwired in. So again, a little more costly. Initial estimate's about $2,000 more for the project, but it might be worth it. Right over here, correct? I haven't got it. I'm going to look at it tonight. Right after the lodge on the trail.
Yeah, along that trail over
Yeah. Where's Dancing Donna? She normally makes the motion. Yeah, yeah. All right, going once?
Twice.
Going twice. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe. Enjoy the park.